Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about these apple trees and the problem I'm having with them. Yes, I'm out here with no shirt on, getting some sun, 'cause that's what I do when I'm out in the yard. I get sun and I enjoy life. Alright, let me turn this thing around. We can focus on these trees now. Alright, I showed you this tree in the last video. This is a rainier cherry tree, and I had to cut branches, and they were rotten. Not rotting, but fermenting on the inside here. While the tree is struggling, you can see it's got this spot here. This branch has dying leaves on it. And where it's dying, you can see that the tree stem shrinks. Let me get it focused. Shrinks and looks wrinkly wherever the dying branches are. Again here. See that wrinkling? If you were to cut this branch here and you would smell it, it would smell like it's fermenting, almost a little bit like alcohol. Well, I've been trying to cure it with a bacterial side, which is technically an antibiotic. It's actually, let's see, I can't remember if it's acetromycin or oxytetracycline, but it's one of those antibiotics. Here's the other tree. It's got the same dying branch right there. I've had to cut branches on it too that were dying. Here's some oozing on this branch here, as you can see here. Let me get it focused. There we go. Oozing coming off there. Oozing coming off here. You know, you can try everything, but product I've been trying is one that's used for fire blight, and it's recommended for citrus trees for the citrus greening, because it's a bacterial infection as well. But I've lost three trees here already from that same problem. I'm gonna go outside and show you some younger trees that I just planted at the beginning of last year. There was no infection on them when they were planted. There's I'll show you the label. Lappings, and you can see it on this branch here. This was alive not long ago and it's dying already, so it's got a problem, the same problem. Treating it has brought some of the green back to this tree with the product that I'm talking about, and I'll show you the product in a minute. So it's brought that one back. This one's a let's look at the label, a mini royal. And it was having the same problem, but not as bad. Here's an example. There's the oozing again. See it? That's a problem. So the infection, whatever it is, it's killing these trees. Don't know what it is. Doesn't really matter if you can fix it. Here's one that died on me. This is probably, I can't remember. It's similar to that one tree that I have inside there. I can tell you the name right now. Royal Crimson, I think it's called. Let me see. That one in the middle was the same as this tree, and this is a where is it? Royal Crimson, yeah, Royal Crimson Cherry. Well, let's go look at the product now. Like I said, it can be identified by branches dying off, leaves wilting first, then you might see oozing on the branches. You see the oozing on here on this dead branch. You can also see the wrinkling of the stem wherever the dying back is happening. And that's pretty much it, I guess. Let me go to the product now. Okay, well, here we go. Here's the first product. This one's called Michael Shield, and I don't like advertising products unless they pay me for it, and they're not paying me for this. I'm giving this to you guys in case you need it. This is calcium oxytetracycline, 17%. Now that's an antibiotic, and antibiotics will kill funguses, it'll kill bacteria. So that's the main one I use, and this one's good for root absorption through the root. It's a very good product to use that way. It doesn't absorb as well through the leaves, but it will to some extent. You can use it in conjunction with another one, mix them together, and get a better cocktail of treatment for application on the leaves. But for the leaves, this is the product, leaves and stems, I would say. This is also a bactericide, and it's also a fungicide, as you can see here, because all bactericides are fungicides. This one is streptomycin sulfate, 22%, or 17% streptomycin. Anyhow, that one's good on the leaves. It absorbs well through the leaves and stems. You know, usually green stems actually absorb. Anything green absorbs. You can use it for root absorption, but it doesn't absorb as well. But, you know, using a cocktail mix of both works very well. I don't know if it's going to save my cherry trees. I could have gotten them too late. That's the real problem. And let me turn this around. The problem in Florida is not whether you can grow certain things or not. It's not whether it does well here or not. I mean, there is a problem whether it will have enough cold for some things, and whether it would actually grow flowers. If it grows flowers, it'll fruit. That's the thing. If you can get it to grow flowers, it'll fruit. So the trick is just to put it in an area where it can get enough cold. Don't put it close to a house if it's a tree that requires a lot of cold, because the house will give off heat and prevent it from getting enough cold. But anyhow, on to the main thing. The biggest problem in Florida is actually funguses and bacteria growth because of the heat. You know, you get a lot of sunlight here, temperatures are pretty high, so you're going to get a lot more growth in those things. So these products actually help on that. It's hard to avoid these problems in Florida, so for that reason you might not want to grow things that aren't meant to grow here. You know, you have bugs that bring those bacterias and bring those infections in. You have birds, you have animals, you have all kinds of things that bring it in. I mean, if a rodent or something shits in the area where you got the plant, it can get into the roots right there. Bugs die, fall into the ground, and feed it into the ground as well. Those funguses will grow, and you'll have problems. So you can avoid it by not planting these things, or you can take the risk and plant them and treat them, and hopefully you'll get some, you know, desired effect out of it. Now, some people would think, well, I don't want the antibiotics in my plants. Well, you know, they really don't show up that much in the fruit. It's not a high concentration in the fruit. You use it for a time period only till the tree is healed. You may use it as a preventative 1 or 2 times a year. It's not something that's going to affect you. It's not like you're taking the antibiotics directly. But you know, you got these psychos out here to think, oh, I want everything all natural. I want it, you know, I want it organic. I don't want to do all this stuff. Well, good luck to you. You know, good luck to you having anything that way. But you know, it's your call. I'm not here to judge. But anyhow, that's it. Good luck with it. If you need any answers, just ask me the questions. All right, you have a good day. Bye-bye.